I'm Dale Smith for Looney Politics, and we are entering into summer showboat season for Canadian Parliament. What this generally means is that MPs who are getting a little bored and feeling a little out of place and not in the spotlight start calling emergency committee meetings in the summer so that they can get some attention. We had two planning meetings last week, one for the Industry Committee and one for the Foreign Affairs Committee, and both have agreed to hold some hearings in the next few weeks, which gives these MPs an opportunity to showboat for the cameras. For the Foreign Affairs Committee, they will be calling ministers in, particularly when it comes to the issue of the gas turbines that we are returning to Germany. This will give Conservatives an opportunity to go on camera to say that the Liberals are somehow being collaborators with Russia in spite of all evidence to the contrary, and the Liberals will go on to say what great allies they are of Ukraine and Europe and why this was necessary in the long run, and the NDP will talk about how we need to end the war somehow. But really, that's mostly going to be about everyone reiterating their established narratives and getting some fresh clips about it. The Industry Committee, however, is going to be the real theater. They are going to be looking at the Rogers outage that happened a couple of weeks ago, and what it's mostly going to be is MPs performing for the camera, particularly when the Rogers CEO appears, and he has agreed to. And what that basically means is that the parties are going to try and put their best performers on the committee that day, even if they're not regular members of that committee. And they're going to preen for the cameras and talk about, in sanctimonious terms about how terrible it was, what happened, and how Rogers ought to be ashamed, and so on and so on. And it's going to be 100% pure theater and MPs bucking to get a Tony nomination. Now, I don't think anything of use is going to come out from either of these committee hearings, but MPs are restless, they're feeling the need to get back in the spotlight, and what are you going to do? For Looney Politics, I'm Dale Smith.